So Shane went to the zoo and saw the following animals. Okay. So based on observation, state a similarity and the difference between the two animals. You cannot compare size, color, or shape. Okay. So a similarity, a very obvious one. You can see this. You can see a patterns on their body. Okay. We know that both A and B both have scales. Okay. So this has to be based on your observation. So basically, I will come back with this later. So next thing, differences. So we know that animal A stays on land, and animal B stays on water. Animal A stays on water and B stays on land. So they have different ways of breathing. So A breathes through. Sorry. A will be breathing through their gills. B breathe through their lungs. Okay, so these are the similarity and differences. Okay, so name another animal which reproduces the same way as A and B. Okay, so A and B, okay, the same way which they reproduce. So there's only one way. Both A and B, they reproduce by eggs. Okay, so we have to name another animal. Okay, so this another animal cannot be another type of fish. Okay, but we do know that another animal, this has to come under the class of reptiles. Okay, because we know that reptiles give birth to eggs. And then reproduce the same way as A and B. This can also be a bird. Okay, so one example that I have is crocodiles. Crocodiles come under the class of reptiles and they give birth by eggs. Okay. Okay, Frank tried to look at the metal ball behind a block A as shown. Frank was unable to see a metal ball. What can you conclude about block A? So obviously block A is opaque. Okay? If an object is opaque, light cannot pass through it. Okay? Light cannot pass through it. Frank cannot see. Okay? Frank will not be able to see the metal ball. Okay? Frank then repeated the experiment by replacing block A with block B. He was able to see a metal ball clearly. This tells us that B is transparent. Okay? He then repeated the experiment by replacing block B with C. He can only see a blur image. So C is translucent because he can see a little bit. Okay? So B is transparent, C is translucent, A is opaque. Okay, I wrote translucent here. Frank wanted to use the material block B to make curtain in his bedroom. To make his bedroom dark. Is that a good idea? It is not a good idea. Why? Because if you have a bedroom dark, you don't like the timing, right? So you don't want to use a transparent material. Because B is transparent. And allow light to pass through. Okay? Come out. be careful. If you write not a good idea and if you don't explain, you do not get a mark, okay? So you have to write down your reasoning. Okay, draw a line touching an organ where digestion of food starts. You know that digestion starts in the mouth, okay? Label the organ, mouth. Saliva digests food, starts. Saliva digests starch in the mouth, so digestion starts as of the mouth. Okay, so next thing we have the human system. We know that there is a lot of different parts of the human system. So number one, it transports digested food and oxygen to all parts of the body. We know that in order to do this, you need to have the circulatory system. Circulatory system bring things around the body like a circle, okay? It protects our vital organs such as the lung and the heart. So it protect our vital organs, right? So this is what we have our bone for, okay? We can feel your rib cage, okay? They are the bones and they cover your lung and your heart, okay? So your bone is also your skeleton, so skeletal system. It helps different parts of the body to move, okay? So if you want your body to move, you need muscle. So you have your muscular system. Okay? So very simple trim up. You just need to know the names of the system and what they do. Okay, question number 32. Samuel was walking along the road when he saw plant X growing around a tree. Based on observation of plant X, what can you conclude about stem of plant X? So plant X is so you can see the roots, it wraps around the tree. So it needs the tree to help the plant to grow upwards, okay? So we can conclude that plant X has a weak stem because on its own plant X cannot grow upwards by itself. It needs something to help it climb like a ladder because it has a weak stem, okay? So this is what we can see. We see that it needs to wrap around something, and this is what we can conclude. Explain why plant X needs to grow upwards around the tree, okay? So why do plants grow upwards? To trap more light. Trap more sunlight, okay? To photosynthesize, to move. Okay, plants have tendency to grow upwards because they want to compete with each other to trap more sunlight. See who can trap more sunlight to make more food. Okay. Samuel then encountered another plant on his way back. The plant did not have any flower. He concluded that it was a non-flowering plant. Do you agree with Samuel? Of course you don't agree because it can be a plant that hasn't bear any flower yet. Yeah, like not all plants you see have flowers, right? So I do not agree with Samuel. No, the plant might not be flower yet. To say that it's not a non-flowering plant because it doesn't have flower at that point in time is a hasty conclusion, so you cannot conclude the result, okay? Same thing as just now, okay? If you write no, there's no points, you have to explain. 1 mark only, yeah? So question number 33, Pierre found some insect eggs in a dish of water during its different stage and observed them over a period of time and recorded his observation. Each block represents a stage in the insect life cycle, so you know it is a 4-stage life cycle insect. Okay, so name stage A and B. Long and worm-like seems to be hanging down from the water surface. So looks like a mosquito to me. So larva. Okay, larva do that. So wings have formed. This is definitely adult. okay, almost invisible tiny object found on the water surface, very likely is egg, does not move, curl up in the water, definitely a pupa. Pupa will move. Okay, so now we have to fill out the life cycle. Okay, so from what we have up here, C is the egg become a larva, so here is A, and then the larva becomes pupa, so here is D, pupa becomes adult, so it's B, and then adult give birth to egg. So this is the life cycle. If insect X were to spread disease, okay, we know that dengue mosquito famous for spreading disease. At which stages of its life cycle, A, B, C, or D, will we be most successful in killing it? So obviously you don't want to kill the insect when it's already in its adult stage, right? So B is definitely out. Okay. So the answer would be stage. So C, A, D. Okay. This question can include more than one stages. So why stage C, A, and D? Because during C, A, and D, okay, C is the egg. Okay, A is a larva hanging on the water, and D is the pupa. Okay, so all these stages, there's one thing in common. They do not move. Killing it will be easy. Okay.